That's all it was about, was creating. I think I'm just a creative individual, and it doesn't matter whether it's photography or if I'm in the kitchen cooking or if I'm behind the mic singing background for an artist. Yo, so it's Jeremy Marc Anthony coming to you live. Chef, photographer, musician, and I'm sensitive about my shit. I fell in love with photography, had to be like 2008. I was just in this funk and I needed an outlet, and I found that outlet in the camera. Took my first class, I remember it because this was my first camera. Now this is a Nikon. Please don't get it twisted. I am a Canon user. And I took a film class and I was in the dark room and doing these concepts, and it was just really, really, really crazy dope, and I fell in love with it. I enjoy weddings. First wedding I shot, I remember I did it for free. A couple approached me, we had a meeting, and I said, I'm gonna do this wedding. Loved them to death. To this day, they still promote me to this day, and I love them to death. I shot their wedding. It was hot. It was in, I think the wedding was in July. It was in that Alabama heat, and I was not here for it. But we got through it. I remember I had dreads then. I had really long dreadlocks. But it was a dope experience, and I fell in love with shooting that moment between two individuals when they come together to create a new chapter in their life. And since then, I've been shooting weddings nonstop. I love it.
It's a kiss that you left without giving your best. It's the thought as I want.
Growing up, I was always performing. I sang for Washington Performing Arts Society's Children of the Gospel, for Psalms Ministry under the direction of Thomas Dixon Tyler, performing at venues like the Kennedy Center. We performed for the inauguration of Bill Clinton, the King and Queen of Spain, just venues like that. So I always had a love and passion for music. I played saxophone, first chair, tenor sax, jazz band, Springbrook High School. Shout out to Mr. Jones. So I loved performing, and it wasn't even about being in the light. I just loved being able to emote that and to push whatever creativity I had in me out and share it with the world. I love comfort food, and I love to bake, and I love baking cheesecakes. I used to go to Cheesecake Factory and order cheesecake and then go home and try to recreate the exact cheesecake I had. I always had a knack for being in the kitchen. I would always make dinner, and simple stuff. I'm Jamaican, so a little jerk chicken, a little rice and peas, macaroni and cheese, curry chicken, curry goat, little stuff like that. My aunt had a catering company. I would always help her out, and it was just something all the cousins would do. It would be a little thing we would do on the side, pick up a little $150 here, go buy some Jordans or phone posits, whatever the case. So it was, a good little side hustle. And that turned into something bigger, because I would help her bake the cakes, I would help her cook the food. It turned into, yo, Jared, come over here, come bake this cake for me. So it was like, huge, whatever. So when I got to college, I remember my ex-girlfriend, she went to Oakwood, and she came a year before I went to A&M. So when I got here, she was telling all her friends, yo, he can cook, blah, 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 blah. So it went from JMA-The musician to JMA-The photographer to now JMA-The chef. Because, they'd call and be like, yo, we're going to pay you this much. Come over and cook dinner for us. We're going to have, X amount of people. So it was crazy dope. And I started to see that the Bible text come into fruition when the Bible says your gifts will make room for you. That's exactly what started to happen in my life. And that's when I realized, yo, this could work.